Chronological Bible in a Year, day 236. Today we finished the book of Jeremiah, that is the longest book of the Bible when we go by word count. And as we look at this final section, we see both Judah and Babylon spoken against. Jerusalem falls. We've seen this in 2 Kings and 2 Chronicles. At this time, it would be easy for the Israelites in Judah to think God's forsaken us. We're being taken away from our home, away from our people, away from our lands. But God tells them here in verse 5, "Neither Israel nor Judah has been forsaken by his God, the Lord of armies, although their land is full of guilt before the Holy One of Israel." God hasn't forgotten them. Rather, God is punishing them. He told them time and time again, reject the foreign gods you've begun to worship. Tear down the Asherah poles, destroy the high places, cast away your idols. But the idolatry ran rampant through their ranks. And so God rose Babylon. He can't simply say, well, Babylon, you served a good purpose, and so I'll turn the other cheek. He must say, you did evil, and you shall be punished, even if the evil brought out a just punishment. The ends do not justify the means. If we jump to verse 20, we see God saying, you are my war club, my weapon of war, and with you I shatter nations, with you I destroy kingdoms. But then in verse 24 he says, but I will repay Babylon and all the inhabitants of Chaldea for their evil that they have done in Zion before your eyes. Israel and Judah needed to be punished. And God knew for that to happen, evil would be done. And so God used an evil nation. He simply let them practice their evil unabated. He quit keeping them from doing what they were going to do, but then once they did it, he had to punish them for that evil. It's easy for us to say, well, I'm going to do this small sin. I'm going to lie, or I'm going to cheat on this thing, or you know what, our church will save a lot of money if we just fib a little bit to our insurance, and those aren't acceptable. So how can we as the church avoid those little sins so that we don't find ourselves like the Babylonians, destroyed by our own hubris, our own sin, our own desires? But what might some of those sins be that we in the church turn a blind eye to? My first thoughts are things like gossip or pride. But what else do you think? What do we need to confess of before God today? Tomorrow we'll be starting Lamentations. I'm looking forward to it. But until then, God bless.